I don't know about you, but I find it quite hard to be here right now. Is it okay with you here? You know, I'm so much longing home to Oslo because I feel I have been so inspired. I get to hear so many things, so I just want to go home and do it. I just want to go home and do it. And I just want to tell you that, you know, when I was challenged to be a church planter, I had been hanging around with Øyvind and other people, and I was thinking that church planting, it was something all others should do. All others, they will be so good in it. I was a Baptist pastor. I should serve the church, but not as a church planter. But then I come up with, I remember still, it was Roald, who has been here, who asked me, why can you not just do it? And I had so many excuses. And when I was done with all the excuses, God started to fill up with promises that I will give you the strength, I will lead you. And in the end, you know, I said, okay, let's try now. Let's try. So I'm here to tell you, if I can, you can. So I will just ask you, when are you going to start a church in your neighborhood? When are you going to welcome the people, as we heard here, in your neighborhood to a church? Because you can. And you don't have to do it alone. You invite some friends with you, because church ministry, it's teamwork. And God will provide the team around you, and you will start to be a church in your neighborhood. It's people waiting for you. It's people waiting for you to welcome them because they haven't heard about Jesus. In Oslo, where I'm living right now, in the center of Oslo, something had happened the last years. Can you imagine? If you were just dropped off in Oslo, you were thinking, I'm in Pakistan or Somalia. You know, because what you see, it's people from all over the world, and they are not Norwegians at that place. Some of us are, but not many of us. And you would think, where I am. And the mosques are many, and they are large, and the churches are small, and they are few. Some things had changed in Norway. We were so proud of being missionaries, sent out in the world. But you know, no, we don't need a plane ticket. We can just go out of the door. And there the whole mission field are. People from all over the world. And we are sitting in a church and singing, hallelujah. It's so nice that they're here. We want to welcome them. But do we do that? No, we are just kind. But we don't invite them into our families, into our home. So we find us in the Baptist Union, we need to do something with this. So we started a church called Home Church in Oslo some years ago, together with a great team here. And we find out that, you know, we have to be honest. In the society in Norway, we are so individualistic. The culture are so individualistic. And we have to speak the truth. The church are so much influenced by that. It's about me and I. It's about, what can I get? What's in it for me? And that's not very biblical. Not biblical at all. So we have to work hard to see, how can we change this? How can we live as a different kind of people in this world who are taking the theology from the Bible, that God say that we have to serve each other, and it's about the we and not about us. Me as a person individual. So we have first I should say that the hardest thing to plant a church for me has actually been, because I've been a pastor for years. So the hardest is to ask those questions. And please don't tell me that to my boss, but as a pastor I should know this. But the hardest thing has been to figure out, what is church? How are we a church in the multicultural Oslo in 2023? And how do I live as a disciple today? That has been the most challenging, to change the way I'm doing in my ministry as a pastor, and to change how I live as a disciple of Jesus in the multicultural place in Oslo. But that has been so exciting. And as a church, we have developed 3 sentences. We are quite simple people. So we just have 3 simple people we live after. We care, we engage, we believe, and we worship. We want to be the kind of people who care for each other, care for the individuals who are coming, care for the people around us, so people can feel that they belong a place. We want to engage in the society, so people in the society know it's a church here with people who love us. And as a church, we believe and we worship Jesus. That's the main thing. And I think that has been so challenging for us, but it's been such a joy. And to be sitting with a table with people from all over, sitting there and worship Jesus and have them in our homes, and people from Ukraine, Ethiopia, Syria together, you can understand the conversations are not very deep, but they are heart-oriented. And through that, we find that people start to longing to see Jesus and meet Jesus. So now, I will just challenge you where you are. What are the needs in the community where you are? And when will you start a church there to welcome people? I will just give you a short introduction to a home church, and then I want to talk to you about how you can reach your community where you live after.
Husk å sette bak den sånn. Nei, han hadde sist gang.
Nei, no, there.
Ok, er det klart? Hei, hei. Word cup of tea.
Alt som eksisterer. Så det begynner å bli